Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. We are excited to welcome Brittany Michalchuk to the show. She's helping us navigate this game of life and beat the algorithm. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So what was your journey to becoming the marketing and branding expert that you are today?
Great question. I wanted to make a massive impact on the world, and I wanted to use my voice in a big way. And so I started working backwards and figuring out what I needed to do to be able to build a powerful and impactful brand. And so I worked backwards, and I realized that it's all about branding and marketing on social media. Like, people aren't going to websites anymore. They're going to your Instagram to do a background check. And so it's a very important aspect of growing your business online today. So I just decided to become obsessed with it and learn everything and all the Instagram hacks and algorithms, and here we are.
So give us some hacks. We need to know what's going on.
Okay. So there's essentially 5 ways to go viral based on the new algorithm in the 21st century. Number 1 is just content creation. It has to be extremely high quality content. So the photo grabs people's attention, and the caption draws in engagement. So you need a powerful photo, clear, professional. It doesn't have to be by a professional photographer, but it should be a good photo. And then the caption is very important. So learning copywriting is a very underestimated skill in the 21st century. So great quality content. Number 2 is hashtags. People should be using hashtags because how the new algorithm works is it's grouping people. So based on what you like, it's going to differentiate and group different areas and then show content based on hashtags.
I have a question about that because sometimes I feel like I'm putting this vulnerable message out and it's all about the caption and this call to action and this engagement, and then I'm hashtagging and quantifying it, and it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I struggled with at the beginning as well. I was like, how do these hashtags feel authentic with my message? But it's just, if you want to rank on the Explorer page, that's how they're looking them up.
So how do we find the hashtag? How do we research and know these are the hashtags?
Great question. So what you can do is you can look up a topic and type it into the little glass, the little your search engine, yeah. And then if you looked up like food, then it's going to show all of the most popular food hashtags. So like food, and then another word or another 2 words. So that's a really good way. Another good way that you can look up the most popular trending hashtags in your niche is just Google. If you're in LA, Google LA hashtags. If you're in coaching, Google coaching hashtags, business hashtags, and you can look up the most popular ones, because you always want to utilize the most popular ones, because those are the ones people are looking up, and that's how they can find you.
Really? Because I've heard you should use like the 4th or the 5th, because then you'll rank higher, right? If there's 2 million people who have said hashtag food, and there's only 500,000 people that said hashtag foodie LA, use the hashtag foodie LA, because you're able to rank higher in a smaller, like.
It's a good question. So how do you sort that out?
Yeah. So how it works is if you use a hashtag that nobody's looking up, the longer your hashtag, the less people are going to be looking up. So if I hashtag, I'm so happy in LA right now, nobody's looking that up. So you're not going to get any engagement from that hashtag.
Hashtag crickets.
But yeah, exactly. But if you use like hashtag LAX, you're going to get way more engagement because more people are looking that up. So I would sprinkle both in, but the rule of thumb is you always want to be using the most popular hashtags, or else people just aren't going to find you.
So should we put 30 on our post?
No. You do not want to put 30. So the new algorithm has changed where if you put 30, it's almost considered spammy, and you'll never make it to the Explorer page, and you'll never make it to the recent hashtags. Because there's 2 different groups of hashtags. There's the recent ones, and then there's the chronological, well, there's the top ones, and then there's the recent chronological order ones. You want to make it to the top one, because that's the one that people are looking up. That's how you get ranked. you want to be careful with which ones you use.
So the whole social media thing to me feels like a full-time job. Is this something that we should be outsourcing? Like honestly, if we want to blow it out of the water, would we outsource that, or are we better off just learning it all and trying to stay ahead of the algorithm that changes every 2 months?
That is exactly a great question. I am the biggest believer in empowering yourself with education. You can outsource social media. It is very expensive. And to be very honest, a lot of people have no idea what they're doing. Like the biggest thing in my industry, and this is why I like to empower and teach people how to do it themselves, is because so many people were like, Brittany, we hired this social media company and they're not doing anything. And I'm like, I know, because it's really, really hard to grow right now because Instagram is a publicly traded company. So they want you to pay them to rank on to grow your social media. So they've changed it where it's so hard to grow. But if you learn all the tips and tricks and tactics, you're essentially learning yourself to be able to grow your own business. And let's get real. Eyes on Instagram equals dollar signs. It equals net profits. So I've just taken this super seriously because I understand the success of my business is the depth and knowledge that I understand how to grow my social media account. So I would say learn it all yourself. And when you're bored in the taxi, when you're bored at the doctor's office, you can execute these different skills to be able to grow your account.
So what are the 2 other tips to going viral?
Yes. So you want to use hashtags. You want to use the location tag, because again, it's grouping people. So now my posts are showing up in the place that I'm in based on me tagging the location hashtag, as well as the people you follow. So if you've noticed, it's more genre grouped, and so that's why you want to use hashtags, location, and then you also want people to spend a lot of time on your Instagram post, because it's now ranking where the amount of seconds that people spend on your post equals the amount of people that see it in the long run. Because what Instagram wants to do is it wants to only show the best quality content. So if people aren't reading your entire content, if people aren't engaging with your content, it doesn't want to show it on people's walls, because it's like, well, if we show this crappy content on your walls, then people are going to leave our platform, and they don't want people to leave their platform. So they only want to show the best quality content. So they're saying, how much time are people spending on this post? And one of the last things that this is just the top 5 ones. There's a billion other things, but the last one is how much engagement is it getting? And engagement is ranked differently. So people that comment, it's worth more ranking than somebody who just likes it. So that's why you see a lot of people saying, comment below, enter to win this PayPal giveaway by captioning this photo, because you want comments and saves and shares. Likes are obviously important, but you want that engagement. So the other thing that you can do is put your wall post on your story post and say, go engage. I'm going to respond to everybody within the next 30 minutes, and just really try and get people to engage with your post.
So tell us some of the hacks, because there was IGTV, one of the things that I do a morning little thing on the way to the studio, and then I download it and I put it up on IGTV, which gets a lot more engagement that way. Are there any other kind of hot new things on Instagram we should be looking for?
Ooh, yeah, video is ranking really well right now. A lot of people are making posts, and it's creating a very static brand. And people want to be brought on a journey. And you can bring people along that journey by creating engagement content and showing them who you are. I mean, you can wear a mask on Instagram when you're just posting captions and photos. You can hire somebody across the ocean to post for you. But when you're doing video, it's real, it's vulnerable. People get to know, like, and trust you. And that's what people want. They want to get to know, like, and trust you. That's why they're on your Instagram account.
So for those of the people who want to get to know, like, and trust you, where can they find you?
On Instagram, guys, it's Brittany Michalchuk, BrittanyMichalchuk.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.